Hey, welcome back. This is NihonTiger, and I am back here on the Madhouse Server. It's been a while since I've done a video on here, and I thought I would do something because, well, I wanted to, really. That's pretty much the only reason I would actually, do a video update from here. But, that's the way Let's Plays go. So, anyways, I am here, and we're going to head over to my house at spawn. There's some music playing in the background. Very nice. And here we go. This is kind of a work in progress, but building kind of a vertical... Crummy's place. Okay, that's who's over here. This is Crummy's. Gonna be Crummy's house. Okay, Crummy is not finished his house. Crummy, get on here and finish your house, neighbor. But yeah, you can see it's kind of in this valley. I picked it for that reason. It's got this really cool three-sided. There's a house up there. I don't know whose house that is, but you can see it's kind of got this whole valley in the middle here, and it all looks pretty nice. I just like how it's a different terrain than what I'm used to building. And it's a symmetrical house, probably because I'm gonna build up a little bit more so it's just above the tree line up here, and then I'll have a dome top on top of it, and that will be what we're working on for a bit here until we get to 1.6, and I'm gonna head on out into the wilderness and work on a new project that... Is this my potatoes? Yes, potatoes. Oh, I haven't showed it off yet, but this is just a real small farm here. I had to put a torch there to keep that from icing over. But yeah, we're gonna work on that a little bit today. Oh, before I forget, I wanted to show something else off that I've been slowly helping out with. I'll be helping out with a lot more next time you see me do a video from here. Walked past it already, actually, the nether hub. We've got a new nether hub that's going on. Yami has kind of been the lead builder of the hub itself, and a couple other people have been building out lines to their places and whatnot, like Aaron has. There's a line to the end. Tibbs got his line going out. Well, I'll hop in here real quick and I'll show you this. So yeah, look at this. It's huge. It's huge, and it goes down quite a bit. We have a lot of room for expansion. I don't think we'll need it all, but hey, it's there if we need it. And what I've been doing to help out is not... Let's see if I can... Yeah, it kind of goes down there. I think they've walled off the outside, which is fine. But what I've been doing is a little bit of pattern work here on the top level. So the patterning you see on the floor here, this was all just regular stone brick, and so I put some slabs and some cobble, and I'm working on changing the patterns up a little bit here and there, but as you can see, I've kind of keep doing the smooth stone slabs, excuse me. But I'll keep doing that for a little bit here. Why is this? Is this portal out because somebody put that... I don't know why that portal's out. Doesn't really matter, we'll fix it. But yeah, we're working on that, so we'll be back next time to work on the nether portal, room, hub, what have you. But today is going to be a spawn building episode and a little bit of a talkie episode. I just wanted to show this off too. I lost all my armor, actually. I was in the end a while ago, and I starved to death after I accidentally teleported myself out into the end void. But I've got a new helmet, protection 4 Aqua Infinity 1, protection 4 Thorns 2 chestplate, projectile protection leggings, and feather falling protection 4 iron boots. And I've also got my trusty sword can opener. Just has knockback 2. We're gonna put a bunch more enchants on that. And then cat-like reflexes, my bow, punch 2, power 5, flame 1. And we'll get infinity, and maybe if we can get unbreaking on there, we'll get unbreaking on there. it will be good. So, today, the reason I'm recording this today, and trying to get it out in time, I'm kind of rushing this, so it's going to be a short episode while we work on the spawn house a little bit, is tomorrow starts E3 in Los Angeles, and lots of stuff been going on with the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 and the Wii U, so I'm not really gonna spend a lot of time talking about the whole DRM thing with the Xbox One, other than just real briefly here when I go through my prediction stuff, because I need to get some more wood, don't I? Yeah, we gotta go log in. But I won't talk about that too much because it's been done to death, and my thoughts can pretty much be summed up when I talk about my prediction stuff. So, first up, we're going to do this in order of press conferences, and coincidentally Microsoft is first. So, my thoughts on the Xbox One, the only thing I'm really excited about right now with that is Forza 5 coming out, and even that's I'm a little kind of tepid, or is tepid the right word? I don't know, but I'm not really excited about Forza 5 because I don't know why. I'm just, I bought Forza 2 when I bought my 360. Was it Forza 2 or 3 was the one that came out? I think it was 3 was... It might have been... Oh, I can't remember now. I can't remember which ones came out when. No, it was 2. It was 2. Because 3 I bought... 3 was the one I pre-ordered, the Super Awesome Edition, and then 4 I couldn't get the Super Awesome Edition, so I ended up having to just get the regular one from GameStop. But 5 is out. It looks pretty much the same as all the other Forzas. Won't complain too much. It'll be a decent game, I'm sure. But the problem is, at least for me, the DRM stuff that they're doing with the internet connection and all the other stuff that Microsoft is now essentially saying, well, we're going to do this and you're going to have to do it. You're not going to play our console. I don't know. I don't like it at all. Personally, I think it's stupid. I think it kind of says, hey, consumer people, we don't trust you at all to do anything, so we're just going to take all of the decision making out of your hands, and the sharing and anything that you liked doing with your consoles, you're not going to be able to do it anymore. But hey, it's still going to be a social console because we're going to have Twitter and Netflix and everything else, except you can't play Netflix games on there, or GameFly, or Redbox, because digital copyright, LOL. So yeah, I could probably do an entirely different video on how I feel about digital rights management and whatnot. But yeah, that's another video entirely, and they have a lot of things to explain. I'm not sold on getting an Xbox One because of all the questions I have about it. There's too many questions I have, and not enough answers, and they're not really trying to give any answers, are they? Which way do I go? Oh, let's go up here. I think I remember. Do I go up here? Is that over there? No, it's a path, so I gotta go over a little bit more. But yeah, I'm not too sold on it, and I'm pretty sure it's just based on my gut feeling, because maybe, this is gut feeling / what I would do if I were Microsoft. Xbox Live price is probably going to go up. They're probably going to introduce a couple new tiers. There's been rumors about there being an Xbox Platinum tier. I expect that will be actually true, and it will be like $20 a month. Gold will probably be 15, and they'll probably be like, "Oh, we'll give you gold for a year for $100." And you have to remember when you're buying a console that these costs should be a factor into your situation too. So if someone's saying, it's like any MMO game. You buy an MMO game for like $15, and you say, "Oh, it's a great deal," and maybe it is. But you also have to factor in if they say, $15 for the MMO plus $9.95 every month for the next, is that 3 up? Yeah. the next year to play the game and get the content, and then you have to buy expansion packs and everything else. That adds up after a while, and that's why I kind of stopped playing DCUO, because the cost was getting... I couldn't justify the cost anymore of wanting to play that game. So I ended up deciding I wasn't going to play it anymore. Yep. Yep. So yeah, that's I'm not sold on Xbox, and I don't think it's going to be something where if they came out tomorrow and announced a new Banjo-Kazooie or a new Perfect Dark, that I would just say, I forgive you Xbox and Microsoft, please take me back. I think it would be something like, yeah, it's nice that you have games, but I'm still not buying your console. So next up on the list is Sony, and they have PlayStation 4 obviously, the Vita. I don't expect they'll talk too much about the Vita actually in their press conference. I think it's kind of it's not dead handheld, but they're probably going to focus a lot more on the PS4 because that's coming out this year and it's new and exciting, and people like new and exciting. So I actually have the most stuff written down about the PS4, so I'll make some predictions about that. We will see the actual box, the actual designed console at E3. Probably not really much of a prediction there. I think most people were expecting that. I have no real expectations about it, but I feel it'll be the strongest of the three events, the Sony press conference. I am looking forward to more on Gran Turismo 6, just to see how it compares to Forza and Drive Club, which is another new game that's coming out. I think Ubisoft's doing that one. I like my racing games. But I'm less interested actually in a lot of the sequels, so I'm not really interested in like a new Killzone or new God of War game, new Little Big Planet. I really want to see what do they do with new IPs and what they can do to expand the... is that what I want to know? I already have food. To expand the PlayStation kind of... I guess you could say the PlayStation brand? IP base, perhaps is the way to put it. Because the one thing that Sony really lacks, I think, is a lot of really strong IPs. Like Nintendo has. Even Microsoft lacks it to a bit, because they have Halo and Forza and not much else. So I think that's something that Sony needs to come out swinging with, is some new exciting games that people want to play that aren't just rehashes of stuff we've played before, because you can only make so many God of War games before they get a little boring. And oh, I fell. I'm stupid. But you can only make so many of the same games before they become kind of monotonous and people stop liking it as much. So I'm hopeful we'll see some really cool stuff from Sony. That's not necessarily like, Wonderbook. God, Wonderbook, that's so terrible. But just some new exciting games, new exciting direction from Sony Studios. I think that would be great. I know they're capable of it. Obviously, Sony Santa Monica is very capable of putting out some good stuff, so let's see what they can do. Drive Club, I've mentioned Drive Club, looks pretty intriguing. I'm not certain if I'm going to rush out and get that, but it looks interesting. I'm willing to give it a shot. I especially like the team-based gameplay kind of stuff. And I have to check that in Grid 2. I know it was in Grid 1 that you could have like online team. Was that in Grid 1? I can't remember anymore. I haven't played that game in forever, but I don't think it's in Grid 2, unfortunately. So, yeah, how does that look? Oh, actually, that looks pretty nice. I like that. Oh, hit the button, dummy. Let's my cobble. Let me smoke that up. Yeah, so I'm kind of looking forward to that part of the press conference. Some see what the new games are from Sony. DCUO, as I mentioned before, I used to play that. It's going to be on PS4, so I'm a little interested in how that's going to work, if it's going to be anything different, or if it's just going to be the same game, just not on a new console. Like I said, I used to play it, but Minecraft kind of pulled me back in, and now I'm too really detached to get back into an MMO like that. Unfortunately, I think that's just the way the world works. And two more things I wanted to talk about. One being, where is the Last Guardian? Sony, where is it? That game looks awesome. For those of you who don't know, it's the Team Ico game that they've been developing forever, it seems like. Oh, I missed the jump again. I hate that. I really need to get some... I'm just going to make some stairs. Okay, there we go. But that is supposedly, a game I've heard they might bring out onto the stage for the press conference, and that would be cool. And I know I mentioned I wasn't really interested in sequels, but there is one I would like to see, maybe, which would be Sly Cooper 5. And Sony, if you could please give that back to Sucker Punch now, please. Please, I'll forgive you for that. I'll forgive you for 4 if you give it back to Sucker Punch and do 5. We got a deal? I hope we got a deal. That would be nice. Okay, so that's kind of my real quick dirty thoughts on the Sony conference. Obviously, I'll have a little bit more feedback on Wednesday after everything is said and done. And speaking of after everything is said and done, that means the one thing we have to wait for right now is the... Oh, come on, jump up. Jump up, dummy. The one thing we have to wait for is the Nintendo Direct, which is going to be on Tuesday. And as a lot of people have said that I've talked to, that Nintendo has a pretty big hill to climb this E3. They had kind of the 3DS is getting good now, but the Wii U has kind of had a lackluster launch because one thing in particular is they don't have a lot of games for the console, so unfortunately that means, if you don't have a lot of games, you don't have a reason for people to get excited. A lot of the big IPs, obviously your Marios, your Zeldas, and whatnot, have been kind of missing in action. And because of that, people have not really been sold on, hey, you need to go out and get a Wii U because Mario. And it's like, like the 30 billionth iteration of Super Mario, New Super Mario, whatever. Didn't really, it's a good game, but didn't really set the world on fire. So, obviously, actually, I should mention I finally did play a Wii U at GameStop a couple weeks ago. Pretty good little console. I actually see, how people can get excited about like the controller with the screen on it, because it's actually. Oh, am I stuck? Am I stuck? Okay, I must have been stuck on that chest. But I'm actually pretty excited as far as the controller goes. I think it's a good little controller. I don't think it's not necessarily earth shattering, so to speak, but I think it's decent enough. It does what it needs to do, and I think the second screen option is a really nice little touch. I think it's fun and it's useful. I actually used that. I actually got to use that when I tested it out at GameStop in the demo kiosk, and I have no complaints about it. So, speaking of Nintendo and games that they need to bring, I mentioned this on Twitter the other day, and I'm going to stick by my mention. F-Zero for the Wii U. If Nintendo goes ahead and announces that at E3, I will go out and buy a Wii U, like that day. That will be, that'll be I will get in the store. Even if I'm at work, I will get in the store, and I will go to my car. I'll take a lunch break. Amount of stuff. And I will go to the store and I will buy a Wii U, or will perhaps if they announce how many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 more. Okay. So if that happens, I will go to the store and I will either, if they announce a price drop later in the year, I might wait for that. But yeah, that looks good. I might need to break up some of the gray here. well, I'll finish building that out first. But if that happens, you know, I'll go to the store and I'll buy a I'll buy a Wii U. Let me grab the coal in here. How's that? Why am I wooden hoe out? Oh, okay. Someone just lock this up. Grab the coal. I think I hear somebody's house. I don't want to punch into the side of their wall. Careful. Be careful. Here, let me go down. Go down this way. Yeah, I mean, F-Zero, you announce that, Nintendo, and I will... Oh. Cave? Cave, okay. Found a cave. Interesting. This is like behind my house. I don't really have a lot of torches, do I? Oh, that's a huge ravine. Someone may have already been down here. Oh, here's a skeleton. And a slime! Hi, slime! Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no. Go away, go away, go away. Get out, get out. Whew, okay. So I guess I didn't explore all of it because they may have explored quite a bit of it. Yeah, it looks like someone's already been down here. Rats. But, oh, there's another skeleton there. Here. Oh, I don't have any arrows. Shoot. Come here. Like a pin cushion. Oh, grab spruce wood. Yeah, this can take longer than I thought it would. I was like, I gotta make a 20-minute episode. Now it's gonna be longer. I'll drop those. So, yeah, F-Zero, announce it. I buy Wii U. Smash Brothers coming out as well. Probably get a trailer, which is awesome. And I'm kind of excited about that. I just want there to be Jigglypuff in the game. I play as Jigglypuff just to annoy people because I know it pisses people off that, you know, Jigglypuff is in there and you kind of float around and get away from people and duck and dodge them. I like doing that. So yes to Smash, especially if it has Jigglypuff in it, and I have no reason to assume it wouldn't, because I would be very, very upset at Nintendo if they excluded the Puff from the game. So, I do want some old IPs to come back. Hopefully we'll get that announcement. I know a lot of people say that, you know, Retro's working on a game for Nintendo, and it's Metroid, or it's Star Fox, or it's Star Tropics, or whatever. I don't care which game it is, as long as it's something exciting. And more importantly, I just want some old games that have been lacking a real, true sequel for God knows how long. Your F-Zeros, don't take that, and your Star Foxes, Star Tropics, and I guess that's in there too. But those kind of games need to show up. I need to see something to get excited about. You know, I've heard all kinds of rumors of, you know, Earthbound this, and you know, Star Fox that, and Star Tropics this, and F-Zero that, and I don't know, like, you know, who knows? We'll see. Maybe it'll be a Marble Madness or something at oh, there's some iron there. At E3, who knows? You know, Marble Madness Extreme 2013. That would be terrible. But I'm also looking forward to what they have for possibly for the 3DS. I think that will be actually a separate conference later in the week. A separate Nintendo Direct. Excuse me, I said conference. It's like they're having an actual conference. There's gonna be like a separate Nintendo Direct later in the week, I think, for the 3DS, and I haven't bought a 3DS. I'm waiting until Smash comes out for that, and then I'll probably buy one. So that's that. Pretty quick, pretty dirty predictions, and I'll throw down a couple more here from the everybody else pile, so to speak. Some ender pearls. Boop. And here's my big wacky prediction for E3. Valve is going to make an announcement, and it's going to be Left 4 Dead 3. There's been a I think a Left 4 Dead 3 community that popped up, or a listing or something that popped up on Steam, and it's kind of like, it's not like a fan made one. It's an actual Valve made like a placeholder for it. So I think they'll announce Left 4 Dead 3, and I think they will finally have learned how to count, which is great. Because then maybe we can get Half-Life 3, you know, or Ricochet 2, as I like to call it as a joke. But I think that will be something that we see at E3. I think that'll be like the biggest non-Nintendo surprise will be at Left 4 Dead 3. And it better not be an Xbox One exclusive, or I'm gonna scream. I don't think it would be. Valve doesn't do Xbox exclusives. They do PC stuff, and that would be kind of detrimental anyways. So Capcom's gonna make an announcement at E3, and not gonna be Mega Man. Sorry guys, not gonna be Mega Man in Smash Brothers. Not gonna be Mega Man game. It's gonna be something entirely stupid, and we will not care about it. And then we'll be like, Capcom, why you do this? Why you do this, Capcom? And the other big announcement that everyone's expecting is Persona 5, and that will not be announced at E3 either. That will be announced separately in a Famitsu article in Japan, and that will not be announced for another year, probably. Just a guess. I don't think they're going to announce Persona game in the U.S. Despite the fact there is a U.S. fan base. The fan base is bigger in Japan, and I believe that's probably, if I was a betting man, where they would make the announcement for that kind of game. So sorry everybody, it's not going to be announced at E3, and I don't know which console it's going to be on. Probably, I would guess PS3, PS4, because Atlas and Index Corp do like themselves. Oh, some lapis. They do like themselves some Sony PlayStation. So, how did this become a caving episode? I was gonna build today, and this became a caving episode. Dang it! Alright, so that all being said, I think we're all set. I'm gonna stop it here. I'm gonna stop caving and go take this stuff back up to the top of the world here. So again, thanks for watching everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry it's a little bit short this time, but I wanted to get this out ahead of E3 on Monday, so I had to record this very, very quickly. And plus I have some other things to do today, some other things to render, so I had to get all that done. And thanks as always for watching, and I will see you guys next time. God, I'm a caving addict.